This 100-year-old Japanese wrinkle reversing recipe is one you don't want to miss. Wrinkles after 60 aren't just about age. They're about damage your skin can no longer repair on its own. The moisture fades, collagen weakens, and unless you give your skin the tools to rebuild, no cream, laser, or supplement will ever be enough. In a previous episode, we explored a powerful carrot-based remedy, and the response was overwhelming. So today, Japan's oldest practicing doctor returns with a brand new ritual, this time using one unexpected ingredient, banana peel. This blend has helped generations of Japanese men and women smooth wrinkles, brighten tones, and restore elasticity in just days. So, welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast. In this episode, Japan's oldest doctor will explain exactly how to create and apply this 100-year-old Japanese skincare remedy. He's over 100 years old, still treating patients, and considered a living legend in Japanese medicine. Doctor, welcome. I am so excited for this episode. Me, too, John. I've actually been waiting months to share this one because skin isn't just about appearance. It's a mirror of how well the body is regenerating. When it starts to wrinkle, sag, or dry, that's not just aging. It's communication. That completely reframes the conversation because most people are taught to treat skin like a surface issue. Creams, lotions, maybe a facial. But what you're saying is that it's really a signal from inside the body. Exactly. After 60, skin doesn't just wrinkle, it weakens. It loses hydration, elasticity, and the nutrients it needs to defend you. But that decline is not inevitable. It can be slowed and in many cases reversed. And today's recipe shows how. We are starting with banana peel and using it to walk through 5 rejuvenating blends that can hydrate, brighten, lift, and smooth aging skin. And I promise you that you do not want to miss any of them. And like always, if you let us know in the comments you have completed the whole episode, we can reward you by providing the whole recipe with each specific step. I love that because it shows who's really ready to take action. Now, doctor, let me ask, are you saying that the wrinkles, the dryness, the sagging might not be aging at all, but a kind of cry for nourishment? That's exactly what I'm saying. And in the next few minutes, we'll walk through each version of this ritual. What to mix, how to apply it, and why it works. This isn't surface skin care. This is nourishment, respect for the skin, and tools to help it repair itself. I'll admit, when I first heard about using banana peel for wrinkles, I thought it sounded too simple to matter. But I followed the steps, didn't skip a day. And after just a few mornings, my wife looked at me and said, "You look more rested." That really stayed with me, because I wasn't expecting results. And yet, something had changed. That's the power of consistency. When you give the body what it's missing, even something as gentle as banana and cucumber, the repair process doesn't need force. It just needs support. So, let's get into it. What makes banana peel something most of us throw away? A powerful tool for reversing wrinkles. After 60, banana peel is one of the most underrated skin treatments in traditional Japanese medicine. It contains lutein, which is a potent antioxidant that helps protect the skin from free radical damage, one of the main drivers of visible aging. It also has natural oils, amino acids, and arginines that help calm inflammation, reduce fine lines, and restore hydration. Most importantly, it supports the skin's moisture barrier, which after 60 begins to break down silently. That's fascinating because most people hear banana peel and think of it as waste. But what you're describing is a kind of whole plant therapy where even the part we throw away carries healing properties. Exactly. We waste too much in the West. Not just food, but wisdom. In Japan, older generations would use banana peel like a balm, gently rubbing it on the face to soothe dryness, especially in winter. Science now confirms what they already knew. Its compounds help retain water in the skin and stimulate collagen production naturally. It's not just anti-wrinkle. It's pro-repair. So, this is nourishment, not camouflage. Yes. And it's gentle enough to be used daily, which is why the effects compound over time. You're not forcing the skin to change. You're supporting it. So, what's the first ingredient you Recommend combining with it and why? The first ingredient I recommend is cucumber. Not just because it's cooling, but because it's deeply regenerative. It contains caffeic acid and silica, which help firm the skin and stimulate collagen at the cellular level. When blended with banana peel, it forms a base that reduces puffiness, hydrates dry areas, and helps brighten tone. That's a combination I would have never expected to be this powerful. It's common in Japanese home remedies, especially for skin recovering from sun damage, dryness, or stress. And it's been used for generations, not just for appearance, but for healing. So, how does someone actually prepare this blend? Is this something anyone can do at home? Very much so. You simply take the peel of one ripe banana, ideally a spotty one, since the enzymes are more active, and add it to a blender. Then, slice about half a small cucumber peeled and add it in. Blend until smooth. It will form a slightly thick pale green paste. This is your rejuvenating base. Apply a thin layer gently to the face, neck, décolleté, and even the hands. Let it sit for 20 minutes, then rinse first with warm water to open the pores, followed by cold water to close them and lock in moisture. And how often should someone use this to see results? Start with daily application for the first 7 days. Then maintain it 2 to 3 times a week. That's manageable. And I like how it respects the skin's rhythm rather than trying to shock it into change. What I also appreciate is how you've kept it so simple. There's nothing here that can't be found in a regular kitchen. And yet, the results you're describing are profound because they are rooted in repair, not masking. So let's move to the next step. Once someone has this base, what's the second thing you suggest they do with it? Once you've created the banana and cucumber base, the next step is to turn it into a collagen supporting tone balancing mask. And for that, we add one simple ingredient, natural yogurt. Yogurt is full of lactic acid, which helps exfoliate dead skin cells gently. It also stimulates collagen production and improves skin elasticity. 2 things the body produces less of after 60. And best of all, it restores the skin's natural pH balance, making the surface more resilient. That's interesting. I never thought of yogurt as a skin treatment. It's often overlooked, but it's one of the oldest skin remedies in both Eastern and Western traditions. And in seniors, it also calms inflammation and reduces pigmentation like age spots. So, how much do you add and do you mix it right before applying? Exactly. Take 1 teaspoon of the banana cucumber base and add 1 teaspoon of plain unsweetened yogurt. Mix well until it forms a smooth creamy texture. This becomes your skin firming mask. That sounds easy enough to prepare and, more importantly, gentle enough for daily use. It is. And just like the base blend, you apply it to the face, neck, chest, and hands. Let it sit for 20 minutes, then rinse with warm water followed by cold. It gives the skin a supple lifted appearance, but also works beneath the surface to support structural repair. It's really encouraging to hear that it works on more than just the surface. Yes, it goes deeper than that. Many seniors notice their skin becoming thinner and more fragile. This blend helps reverse that trend by nourishing the dermis, the living part of the skin. That gives it strength. So, you're saying this is a way to support both the look and the resilience of aging skin? Precisely. And when you use it consistently, the skin not only looks brighter, it feels stronger to the touch. Patients often report fewer dry patches, less tightness, and more even tone. Over time, it builds a kind of inner reserve, like giving your skin back its confidence. That phrase really hits me, giving your skin back its confidence. Because after 60, you don't just lose collagen. You start losing that sense of certainty in your reflection. And that impacts more than your appearance. It affects how you show up in the world, how you feel about being seen. This second blend clearly helps address that. So, let's keep going. Once someone has made this base even stronger with yogurt, what's the next step you suggest? After you've added yogurt to the base, the next way to strengthen the blend is by introducing gelatin. Gelatin is rich in collagen, the very protein that gives skin firmness and flexibility. As we age, our natural collagen production drops dramatically, especially after 60. By adding gelatin topically, you're feeding the skin directly with the Materials it needs to rebuild structure. That makes sense. It's like patching the scaffolding beneath the surface. Yes. And it does more than just fill in wrinkles. It actually tightens the skin, improves elasticity, and helps reduce that sagging that many seniors feel along the jawline and cheeks. When paired with the hydration from banana and cucumber, it becomes a lifting mask, not just a softening one. So, how do you prepare it? Does it need to be heated or activated in some way? Not in this case. You simply take 1 teaspoon of your existing blend and stir in 1 teaspoon of powdered gelatin. Mix well until it becomes thick, almost like a pudding texture. That sounds easy enough. And I imagine that thickness also helps it stay on the skin longer? Exactly. The thicker texture gives the mask time to penetrate deeper layers. Apply to the usual areas: face, neck, chest, hands. Leave it on for 20 minutes. And again rinse with warm water first, followed by cold. With a consistent use, it can improve skin density and firmness within weeks. So, this isn't just about smoothing what's already there. It's about helping the skin regain its internal strength. Yes. And that strength shows up in surprising ways. Skin heals faster. It's less reactive to temperature or wind. And it starts to hold moisture longer, which reduces that tight, dry feeling. I think a lot of people don't realize that skin strength isn't just a cosmetic concern. It's a functional one. If your skin is fragile, you're more prone to irritation, to tears, to that thin, papery texture that makes people feel older than they are. This third blend really seems to offer something deeper. Not just cosmetic lift, but structural renewal. So, what's next in this progression? The next step in the ritual is to enrich the mask with grapeseed oil. This oil is light, deeply penetrating, and packed with vitamin E, which supports skin regeneration and reduces the appearance of wrinkles. It's also rich in linoleic acid, which strengthens the skin barrier and helps prevent moisture loss. And for seniors, it offers powerful antioxidant protection that keeps the skin from breaking down further. Grapeseed oil. That's a surprising one. You don't hear about it often in skincare. That's true. But in Japan, it's been used quietly for generations. It improves skin tone, elasticity, and hydration without clogging pores or creating heaviness. That makes it ideal for aging skin, which needs deep moisture without stress. So, how do you combine it with the base? Do you adjust the texture? Exactly. You simply add 1 teaspoon of grapeseed oil to your existing blend and mix thoroughly. It will become smoother and slightly glossier, almost like a cream. This version deeply moisturizes and also gives the skin a soft, dewy finish. And again, we're still applying it the same way. Yes. Spread it gently across the face, neck, chest, and hands. Leave it for 20 minutes. Rinse with warm then cold water. Use daily for a week, then 2 to 3 times a week after that. That finish, that dewiness is something a lot of seniors miss. After 60, skin often looks dull, even if it's technically hydrated. Exactly. This blend helps restore the skin's light reflecting quality. It softens shadows, balances tone, and gives that subtle glow back. I think what's most powerful here is how accessible this all is. These aren't exotic ingredients. They're timeless, proven tools we've simply forgotten. And in the right order, with the right intention, they become something far more powerful than just a mask. So, doctor, what's the final enhancement you recommend for this ritual? The final step in this rejuvenation blend is to add aloe vera gel and a few drops of sage oil. Aloe vera is rich in antioxidants and known for its ability to calm, firm, and hydrate aging skin. It also helps slow the visible signs of aging by protecting the skin from oxidative stress. Sage oil, on the other hand, supports circulation, tightens pores, and enhances elasticity, making the skin feel more lifted and alive. That's a powerful combination. It sounds like this final layer brings everything together. Yes. Think of it as the seal. Aloe soothes while sage energizes. Together, they amplify the effects of everything that came before. And what's the right way to blend these 2 in? Add 1 teaspoon of aloe vera gel and just 2 to 3 drops of sage oil to your existing mixture. Stir well until it's fully combined. It will have a slightly herbal scent. That's the sage Activating. That sounds like something that would feel luxurious on the skin, but also deeply medicinal. It is. This version has a slightly cooling, almost therapeutic effect. When applied, it not only softens lines, but also revitalizes the complexion. And because sage supports microeculation, it brings a subtle flush of vitality to the skin. A gentle wake-up call for tired tissue. That detail, the flush of vitality, really paints a picture. Yes. And seniors often say this is the blend that makes their skin feel awake. Again, it's also deeply grounding. Emotionally or not just physically. There's something calming about it. It's incredible how this ritual moves. From hydration to structure to repair. And finally to restoration. The progression makes sense. Each layer supporting the next like a ladder back to healthier skin. What I also love is how tactile and simple it is. No machines, no prescriptions, just ingredients and care. So now that someone has the full ritual, how do they keep it working for the long term? To keep it working long term, consistency is everything. These blends are gentle, but they're cumulative. The real change comes from repetition. Store your mixture in a small jar in the fridge and use it daily for 1 week. After that, 2 to 3 times a week is enough to maintain the results. And every few months, you can return to the full 5-step version for a deeper reset. That really highlights the difference between a ritual and a quick fix. This isn't about chasing results overnight. It's about rebuilding the skin's ability to care for itself. And that, I think, is what makes it sustainable, especially for seniors who want a solution that respects their body's rhythm. Exactly. When we treat the skin with patience and nourishment, not pressure, it responds in ways that even the best products can't replicate. And I believe rituals like this go beyond aesthetics. They offer something deeper, a sense of presence, of ownership, of dignity in caring for oneself, especially after 60, when so much of health feels like it's slipping away. This kind of ritual gives it back. Not just firmness or brightness, but agency. That's a word we don't use enough. Agency. And you're right, it's healing. On more than one level. It's not just about reversing age. It's about remembering the skin is still alive and giving it a reason to stay that way. It's been an incredible conversation. Doctor, if you're listening and you made it this far, let us know in the comments. And we'll send you a written version of the full blend. Liking this video is very important to us so we reach more beautiful souls like yourself. So, please do